that man up. Get him out of here. And give me another table. That's unfortunate. Ready, sir? Oh, you're always ready, I see. Well, why not present you? There you go. I think he's ready. They were both ready. Looks like the Mad ones are here. Very good. Hello again and welcome to Art with the Madman himself, Mad Mel. Today we had a little bit of an issue. Had a orderly explode a little while ago. Messed up my coat. That bum. Can't find good help anymore. It's terrible, you know? You bring somebody into the institute, you think that they're gonna do okay, and then what's the first thing they do? Oh, I got a bomb vest in my lunchbox. Who carries that kind of stuff? It doesn't matter. Anyways, thank you for being here again on this wonderful Tuesday. The man is looking all nice and spiffy today, aren't you? Look at him. Looking all dapper in the pocket with the bow tie. Oh, today is the day. We have the board of conversation. Ta-da! Check this out. Spin wheel. 12 different topics on it. Which one will we do today? You like the bow tie, Duchess? Thank you. Yes. What do we have? We have Mel's pick, favorite movies, books, time travel, AI, games, music, history, memes, best binge watch shows, UFOs, and The Matrix. Ooh, we got all kinds of stuff for you. And on top of that, I'm going to be drawing something probably gross in some form of body horror. But that's what I do, though, and that's why you guys are here, and we all enjoy having a great time here. I hope you guys got a chance to look at the time lapse I did. I told you guys I wasn't going to disappoint with that, and I hope you all really enjoyed that. That was fun to work on. Haven't done anything with pencil and pen in a while, and considering the fact, hey, calm down, chill out. He's over here acting wild and crazy. He's still begging me for a new body, but we'll get there. Anyways, yes, I got a nice old calligraphy pen, just like what's in my picture. I got all types of pens. Can even do it in my actual hair. Check this out. Ha, look at that. Bang. Where did it go? The hair of madness. Anyways, so we're going to be working on the last couple of pictures for the coloring book today. UFOs, you say, Dimitri? That's what you want to talk about? Is that the first one that you want to go for? We can knock that off the list if you want. And if we come across it again, well, we'll just go and talk about something else. But I want to give the wheel a spin. And also, we got another thing, too, that we're going to put into action. We're putting this whole buddy into action after the picture. So, we got a couple of things here. Let me get the music ready, like always. And, like always, let me get this link, because there's some people that like to watch, and I just usually just don't have the link up and ready. It's on that's my bad, you know, because, you know, why do I do that to myself? I make it just difficult. But that's okay, though. How's everybody's Tuesday going? Everybody doing all right? Anything new? Anything interesting? There we go. I'm going to put this up in my notes. There we go. Now, why don't you ever have your stuff ready before you start your show? Because I have a life outside of my streaming, and usually that takes up time. Like, I tried to exercise today. That didn't work out because, well, my shoulder was hurting and it just didn't work. But that's okay. At least the idea of wanting to try was there. So I'm happy about that. It is not for the lack of wanting to try. It's just the body isn't wanting to cooperate with the mind. But let's see, I guess we're going to do an EDM today because that's what we normally do. Oh boy, the electronic music again. Oh God, Mel. Why? Well, we're going to do something here. I'm going to hit that shuffle. There we go. Do something there with the music. So, we're going to go on ahead and give the spin to win, right? I'm going to spin here in a moment. Let me get this message sent to those in Discord. I got multiple Discord people always tell me, hey, add something, put something here. Okay, I got you. There you go. Bang. Hot damn. There we go. I got it. Done. Alright, let's spin it. Let's see. Here we go. What are we going to land on? I don't want to change the song because I don't like it that much. Oh! Games! Oh, we're going to start with games. So, games. What kind of games? Let's see. I guess we'll start with what kind of games do I like? Well, I like to play different types of video games. I'm also a tabletop gamer, which means I like to play Dungeons and Dragons. I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for a long time, you know, and I thoroughly enjoy it. It's one of my favorite games to play. Let's see. There we go. Boy, what is going on? Why am I getting a double feedback? Anyways, that's fine. So yes, I like playing Dungeons and Dragons. I also like to, let's see, what other games do I like? Video game wise, I play RPGs, action, adventures, hack and slash, fighting games. You name it, I play it. And we'll do that while I'm drawing. So, I'm getting the picture up for today. But yeah, I play all different types of games. My favorite type or genre would probably be, Oh, there it is. Yeah, so my favorite genre would probably be racing games and probably flying simulators. That's what I enjoy to draw, or play. Ha! I said draw. But that's what I like to play. I like to play those. Well, we're going to go to, where is it? Oh, that's right. It's in the Bizarre and Crazy Mess. Oh. Yes, the Nightmare Fuel. Here it is. Here's the new picture that I was working on yesterday, wherever it's at. Or did I lose it? Oh, no. No, I saved it. I just don't remember where I saved it. And I hope it's not in the Ninja book. 'Cause that would suck. Oh, man, where did you go? Uh-oh. I got a monster loose in somewhere, and I don't know where I put him. Let's see, desktop. Did I put you up here? Where did I put you? Oh, no. Give me a second. I gotta find this. I lost the picture I started yesterday. That sucks. That really sucks. Oh, no. Like that ape. Oh, no. Oh, no. Where the hell did I put it? No, I was up really late last night getting it started, too. Crap. That sucks. Hold on. I know where to find it. I know where to find it. It has to be on my desktop somewhere. Hold on. Let me play detective and find my missing piece. What a mess. Can you believe that? I get on here and I just can't find what the hell I was working on last night. Typical. That happens all the time. But yes, those are some of the games I enjoy. What games do you guys like? If you guys like any games, throw it in the chat, let me know. While I'm struggling here, check your recent files. Ooh, look at you. Let's see here. Good grief. This is why I don't like doing any of my artwork when I'm like half asleep. And I was like half asleep last night. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Hang on. I'm gonna find this damn thing. Wherever it's at. Because I know it didn't get far. Couldn't have gotten that far. I wouldn't let my monster loose like that. Ah! Wait, is that it? Oh, where are you? What a actual pain. Wow. No, Duchess, I got it. I might not have saved it, which is kind of sad if that's the case. There is a possibility I didn't save it last night, which is really damn sad if that's the case. Or it's... I got one more place it might be, and I'll check there, and if it's not there, I didn't save it. That's just what happened. And that happens sometimes, sadly. That does happen sometimes, where I'm working on something, I'll save it, and then it'll just disappear, because I didn't save it like I was supposed to. Oh, shit. Yep. That's gone. Oh, well. What can you do? Can't win them all, can you? Nope. Yeah. That old buddy's missing. It's gone. It's not here. I thought it would be. But unless one more folder. Hold on. One more folder. Nope. Oh, hey. Hey, Simon. How are you? Thank you for showing up. Shit. It's gone. I lost it. It's not here anymore. Oh well. Yep, I lost the picture. I didn't save it. I thought I did, but nope, it's not here. Non-existent. Oh well. I guess I'm just gonna have to start over. You know, that happens. Oh well, life of an artist. It happens sometimes. You know. So I guess we'll go on ahead and I'll just start up anew. Let's see, where's this gonna go? There we go. Alright. So, first things first, we're gonna try to make another creature. And where was that creature gonna be? Because I did something else too. Oh. We're gonna start with the body. Want something weird. Let's see. Not too good. My cousin died. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that your cousin passed away 2 days ago. That's unfortunate. I hope he wasn't sick or anything, like had illness or anything. But I'm sorry to hear that, really. That's unfortunate. My condolences to your family. Let's see. I'm gonna try to find a different monster. We're gonna make a monster. Damn. And it was gonna look really good too. It had a nice little background and all kinds of stuff too. Crap. That really sucks. Oh well. I guess it wasn't meant to actually have. Well, we're gonna do a zombie, I guess. I know this is like a martial arts stance, but I can make it creepy. I always make something creepy, disgusting, decrepit, right? There we go. Oh, stupid auto text. Nah, it's okay. Auto text does that from time to time. There we go. I haven't done a zombie in a minute, so I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. It's going to be a little gnarly, a little gross. Yes, that's right. Yes, the man said it's time to spin the wheel again. So we already did games. Time to spin to win. What's the topic for tonight? Hit it again. Yeah, baby. Let's see what happens. Let's see where we're going to land. What are we going to be yakking and whacking and swacking about tonight? Oh, memes. Well, let's see. I didn't really think too much about memes. I haven't really... I mean, everybody likes a good meme, for the most part. You know, I like memes. Probably one of my favorite memes of all time. Is a little bit older of one. But, or actually, it was one that I took. There was a cowboy that was like... it said somebody made some type of joke about like trans people or something a few years ago with one, and it had like this cowboy with a pistol. So I took the cowboy and turned it into a meme that said, you know, I can't remember, it was on my phone, but let's see, what's another meme that I don't know. I don't really have a favorite meme. To be honest with you, I don't really have a favorite meme. That kind of sucks, ain't it? Do you guys have a favorite meme? If you have a favorite meme, you know, throw it or let me know. I have no idea. I don't really keep up with memes much. I did at one point. I did. And then it was like, oh, that meme's old. And then I kind of just, like, what's the point? But, oh, wait. The face needs to be a little bit different. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, there we go. Now I got that grossy ghoul looking face. I just want the shape. I'm trying to think of another meme that I like. I don't think memes is a good topic because I don't have anything really to go with it. I mean, memes are okay. I don't dislike them. I guess if we are talking about them, I don't know. I may be too old school for them, or I just don't pay much attention. Like most stuff, I just don't pay attention to. You know, call me closed-minded or just fixed on what I'm doing. But we'll do the spin again. Maybe find something a little bit better that I can talk about. So we're going to do this because memes is kind of dumb. What do you guys want to put here instead of memes? We're going to get rid of that. We'll put something else. What do you want? Somebody throw something. Don't be a fuddy-dud. Throw something in the chat. We'll put something in its place. What do we want to put in its place? Because that's stupid. That ain't going to work. First person throw something up, I'll put it up on the board. You got an opportunity to be famous tonight. Hold on a second. I know how I can find that picture. I just remembered now. I know I can find it. I put too much work in that other picture to let it go. That's the reason why I'm not letting it go. I put way too much work in it. I did over an hour trying to get the line work set. Ah, there it is. Project. That's what it's called. There it is. There we go. We're doing this. Here it is. That's what I was working on last night for tonight. Okay? This is why I didn't want to lose this. Now, since I found it, hey son, because I even asked what it goes, the past what is it, here it goes, the on your life, stay on my ass, and the family, I'm trying to remember which cousin, too, I don't really remember. It's never a good moment whenever someone passes away. It's really sad. Still gonna keep that zombie though. We're not gonna get rid of that zombie. We're still gonna work on that after we get this project, this thing I'm creating here. Once we get this done, and then we'll do a zombie, because you know everybody loves a zombie, right? Alright, so we got that. I'll upset your family at this time. I'm sure, you know, nobody's ever doing well when someone passes away. There we go. Ah, there it is. Now, step 3, darker. Yep, and there it is. And then we're going to put red for that layer. And now we're going to just amp it up and make this sucker really awesome. Well, I guess we're not going to put anything there. So we'll figure that out. Screw it. Spin again. Kiss my ass. Here goes the wheel. Where is it going to stop? I don't know. Ah! Best shows. Best binge watch shows. Okay. Now, we're going to start off with anime. My pick. He wasn't young, but yeah, it was the light skin one. His name was, what was his name? Oh, I see. I got you. So let's see here. Do that. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll just take a moment and just give Simon Says a moment of silence for his family member that passed before we go on and start talking about the topic. So we'll take a moment to here. I'll tell you what. We'll even do this. We'll go as far as this here. We'll just give you a moment. We're going to take a moment of silence for him, for his cousin Adonis. So we're just going to stop and not do anything. Well, we all feel sympathy for you, and we're sorry for your loss. And that's just a token of our appreciation to you, being one of the mad ones that we took a moment of silence for your cousin. So, from us, you know, we do send our thoughts and prayers to your family. So, there you go. And I guess we're going to go back to it. I'll kick it back up. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm the nicest asshole any of you will ever meet. So, there we go. Now we're going to draw something sinister. So the idea of this, so you guys get an idea. I have a background, right? But it's an overlay, and it's very thin. There's not much to it, right? There's not much going on with it. Even the leg doesn't have much, which that's a robotic leg. I'll get to the background in a minute, but I do have something in the back for it. And just to give you a perspective of it, just to see, I did blank it out, but that's what it looks like. This is the reason why. It's one of those big mech kind of deals. I wanted the background to look very, you know, city-like. So this might take us to time, I'm not sure, but I'm going to try to get this as close as possible. It's very plain. There's no detail to the background. So for those of you that think, oh man, Mel's just over here copying stuff, you can calm your tits, okay? And chill that out. I haven't got to it yet. And I'll show you something really amazing you're not even ready for. So, you know, just hang in there, baby. You know, there we go. But anyways, let's go back to binge watching, since that's the topic for tonight. What is the best shows to binge watch? Well, if we're going to say anime, I would say probably the top anime that I would binge watch is probably, what's that? Echo Proxy, that's a good one to binge watch. You can probably get through that in about a day if you just skip through intro, exit, at least, watch it once and then just burn through it the rest of the way. That one is a good one to binge watch. I know everybody's always talking about Jujutsu Kaisen, and they're always talking about the other, Chainsaw Man and all of that stuff. I mean, those are okay. Attack on Titan, you can get through some of that. Probably the first season you can binge in a day. Those are some. But really, if it came down to it, if I had to make my pick, I would say probably I would binge watch Gundam. Anything Gundam. That's where my time would go. That's why I would spend my time binge watching. It would be probably Gundam series. Samurai Champloo is a good one if we're talking anime. Now, we're backing away from anime. We'll say British shows. I will say Spaced. That was an older British show that I liked that. I forgot the name of the show, but it had two women that worked in a department store and they were real posh. It was in the 90s. I love that show. That's a good one. Oh man, I almost said it. Damn. But anyways, that show was a good one to binge watch. Trying to think of something else. Let's see, Blade, Dune, and New Dune. Oh. Crystal is also dealing with this as well. She lost her dad 3 months ago, and her grandmother passed 2 months ago. You are always said, take care of yourself and live your life, because life is short. Well, yeah. I mean, life is finite. That, and I do mean that. I'm not trying to be grim. I never was trying to be grim, but, money ain't everything. Power and status isn't everything. You have to find what really matters in your life, because, you work. It's okay to work. It's okay to have things, but you see how easy it is to just, for all of that to change. And I know that everybody's dealing with hard stuff, and that's unfortunate that she's dealing with that and having family issues as well, losing people. Everybody's dealing with that type of grief or have dealt with that. It's never easy. And my condolences go out to her as well and her family. It's really sad when people pass away. It's never a good thing. I've lost many people, and I will lose more. And everybody will lose somebody. And that's just a fact. It's sad to say it that way. You can think of me as being cold and heartless, but it's something that we all have to not be afraid of. We have to accept it. It's just like there are things in this world that we just have to know that is what it is. We all live, we all die, but it's that dash line that's in between that matters. That's that little dash in between. All of that is what matters. Not the birth date, not the death date, but what was in between. And that's the thing. That's the only thing you got to worry about is how well did I treat other people, regardless of how well they treated me. And will I be remembered as an asshole, or will I be remembered as somebody that people actually like? Those are the only two things that you can even strive for. Is just maybe people will like you for who you are, and they'll miss you when you're gone, or nothing's worse than just not having anybody care about you. That's the only thing I can say. If you got at least one person that gives a shit about you, you're doing better than someone who don't. And that's not being mean. That's not being grim. That's just being the truth. That's just telling the truth. Don't worry so much about doom and gloom shit. Don't worry so much about what you can and can't do. Enjoy what you can. Live life, love people. Fuck all the dumb shit. That's my philosophy. Money comes and goes. Who the hell needs it? It is what it is. It's just there for a time, and then one day it won't be. And we're not getting into that shit tonight, because that's not what this is tonight. Everybody's dealing with something. Hell, I didn't even want to be here today. I had an orderly blow up in the hallway, and there's chunks of one of the chunks of a man out there that they're trying to clean up. There's also a patient that unfortunately was antagonizing the situation. Everything went bad. You know, nothing goes the way you want it to sometimes. But you know, that's unfortunate. But you know, that's the thing with life. You gotta just try your best. Yeah, you know, and you're not always gonna get it right. We never get it right. Life isn't something that you can just live and you get right. You just experience it, have a good time. You know. I hear that Christmas fall ground. Pokes on crossing over to glory. I suppose so. You know, it's a lot of people are. I mean, it's just, you know, we can talk about how or why. You know, all I can say is watch what you eat. You know, watch what you eat. Cholesterol's a thing. You can't drink like you used to. You can't party like you used to. You can't eat like you used to. Everything's got some type of poison in it or something. We're not getting into that shit, so don't get on that horse because you'll get left behind. Death comes in threes. I mean, I suppose so. You know, I mean, it can. But, you know, those things, worrying about those things, like, I'll say this, and I'm not going to jump on this horse because I don't want to ride it, okay? Things, looking for patterns and looking for definition, we all look for that. There's just some things like death comes in threes and this happens and that happens. No. Sometimes you just don't need to give any energy into it. It's just an unfortunate thing that happens. One day, I'm sitting here drawing, and one day, you guys will look here and I will be dead. I won't even be here talking to you. This will just be nothing but just an echo in time that I may or may not even be remembered. I may or may not even be recognized. I might even be forgotten, and all my work just floating through the existence of time. But at one point in time, I did touch people, and at one point in time, I did exist, and at one point in time, people watched me, and at one point in time, everybody was there. That's the thing. Worrying about what we can't control will drive us mad. And that is part of the problem with the world we live in, is people trying to control things that cannot be controlled. When was the last time you grabbed a handful of air and was able to put it in a bag and see it? It's like that, you know? And I'm not trying to be mean or cold with this. There are people that just don't speak the truth anymore. And the truth hurts, because the truth is like having a sore. You know, if you scrape your arm, it's going to hurt like shit. But you clean it up, and then, you know, you get yourself in a better shape, and you let yourself heal. The healing process always sucks, and it hurts. You know? But healing also is part of growth, too. Because, you know, and that's the thing. Through life, we find growth through pain and hardship, and I hope that, you know, if anything, sometimes families are, you know, unfortunately, death has to bring families together in some cases. I know for mine that happens a lot. You could say that I live in a typical goth family. The only time that we get together is when we're putting somebody in the ground. I mean, that's unfortunate truth, but that happens. Everybody's living a life. So is the circle. But, you know, yet again, like I said, I don't make light of the situation. I just understand it in a different aspect. I look at it differently than most people. So, you know, and I guess that's where it comes off as being harsh, but, you know, it's you kind of get desensitized after a while if you start losing a lot of people. But all right. There we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you should. Everybody should try to live your life as though tomorrow's not a thing. And it's hard to do that because we're always told, look for tomorrow. What you going to do in the next 5 years? You know, it's just... There's nothing wrong with having a plan, an idea. There's nothing wrong with having a wish or a dream or to want to pursue something. There's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, it's something to also just keep in mind, you know? We are human. That's something that we all deal with. And, you know, I think the taboo of death is something that we shouldn't be afraid of. I think it's not something we should just glorify either. It's something that us as a species should understand as part of the process of existence. But, I mean, maybe it's just too grim for some people. Oh, well. We're not gonna talk about that anymore tonight because I know some people didn't come here to get sad, but you know we did talk about some very heavy stuff, so you know, and it's okay if some of you don't like what was going on or if it's a sensitive thing. It's okay, you know. It's everybody deals with things differently. Everybody deals with everything differently. So, there we go. Unusual fat object. Huh, that's funny. Damn. Oh, I mean, I'm right there with you. I feel the same way when I see myself in the mirror sometimes. But, you know, yeah, that's everybody. Shit, we all got some kind of extra something, weight, whatever the case. You know. We all got something going on. But, what's that? Oh, he says time to spin. He's getting antsy again. Spin to win. Hey, it said give it to me. What we're going to give you? It'll land on the same damn thing again. Let's change it up. Let's see what happens. Come on. Favorite movies. There we go. So, we're going to talk about what's everybody's favorite movies. Oh boy, this is going to be a good one. I should have said what genre, but I guess I can hit genres. Alright, so I'm going to do this as fast as I possibly can. We'll start off with Westerns. Westerns, I would say probably a fistful of dollars or Tombstone. Okay? So we got that for the Westerns. If we're going to do Asian films, and we're talking about like foreign Asian films, like martial art films or anything like that, I would probably have to say, let's see, The First Raid. I would have to say The First Raid. I like that in terms of martial arts. In terms of horror or suspense, it would have to be a South Korean film called Tell Me Something. That's one of my favorite films. Let's see here. If we're talking about sci-fi, oh man, that's going to be rough. I would probably have to say science fiction. Ooh, we'll come back to that because I can't give a definite answer on that. That's a hard one. Action film, probably. Actually, I would say probably foreign film would be Legend of the Wolf. Same thing with action film. Probably Legend of the Wolf would probably be my favorite one. That was Donnie Yen. He's a martial artist, Chinese martial artist actor. Yeah, I love his films. Legend of the Wolf is probably one of my favorites. It had the best damn fight scene, and the whole damn movie was just great. Let's see, Western films, like here in the U.S. I would probably say, first off, we're going to say this. Probably my favorite disturbing film on the planet, I would say probably it's a tie. It's between the Japanese film called Visitor Q and a film called the Serbian film. I would not recommend you watch the Serbian film unless if you just have to know. It's worse than the Human Centipede, I'll put it that way. If you ever seen that film, it's worse than that. So, pick your poison. Is not something that it can scar you mentally if you're not strong enough. I'll put it that way. Let's see. Probably favorite animated film of all time. Movie. I mean, nothing's ever going to surpass Akira. Maybe if I make something, it'll surpass it. But, as of right now, no. But Akira's probably my fave anime film. Second would be Ghost in the Shell, of course. Yeah, that would take place of most of my movies. Let's see, Western film. I didn't really get to a Western film like here in the like an actual Western film. Boy, to be honest with you, a lot of films here in the U.S. kind of suck. I ain't gonna lie. I'll probably say the remake of Dune 1 and 2. That would have to probably be what I would select because those two films, especially Dune 2, the way it was shot and the way the cinematography, that should be a standard in film school. I think that's something that should be studied. Just the way that film was shot, it was amazing. Yeah, I think that's about it that I have for movies. I don't watch many films much anymore. I used to watch a lot of foreign films. I just enjoyed that. It was just something about it was just different than what we have here in the States, and I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I can't think of anything else at this time that movie-wise. Let's see. If it was an Indian film, I guess I would say RRR. I ain't gonna lie, that Bollywood stuff, some of it's pretty decent. I don't mind the dancing sometimes. Sometimes that dancing's pretty awesome. Bollywood films are something else anyways. They have a whole different type of feel going on with those. Yeah, good stuff. Oh, your favorite movie is Hitman? I can see that. Yeah. Killer Clowns from Outer Space? Okay, that's a good one. That is a good one. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, that's a good one. And my favorite dark comedy. I'm sorry. My favorite, Puppet Master, Demonic Toys, the classics. Yeah, I'll probably say my favorite dark comedy is all the Jason films. Jason's literally just a funny hack and slash. That's all Jason really is. You look at it and you can always tell what's going to happen. It's some dumb kids doing some stuff out and about, except for Jason in Manhattan, which that was just that was kind of stupid. But anyways, that's when he found out that he could teleport, right? Because Jason can teleport, and he started teleporting in that film. That's when he started doing that. Chucky was funny just because of the way that they were throwing the dummy around. It wasn't the fact that he was scary. It was the fact that he was and then he'd kick him and then slow the camera down because they're just chucking a dummy. And then, and flailing around. He wasn't scary. It was silly. Horror films were just silly like that, especially slashers. But Chucky was funny. Jason was always funny. It was just standing there with some, his big old knotted head, and then he put a stop sign in someone's body, or someone's running, and they're perfectly fine, physically fit, and then their leg bottoms out and they fall down, and then they get like a wrought iron pipe stuck in their skull. And it's just silly. It's like, how the hell did you fall? Like, you have perfectly strong legs and strong ankles. There is no reason for you to be running around here falling down like that. The hell's wrong with you? People stumble around. Yes, I'm clumsy, but I'm not going to fall around if there's some asshole in a hockey mask. Freddy is okay. Freddy's okay. I like Michael Myers because I like the fact that he just stalks people, and that's just sinister. I just like that. And not the fact that I can dress up in all black and stalk people the same way. That doesn't count because I have just an extra skill in my life. But yes, I can do the same kind of Michael Myers shit, just stand around and follow you in the dark. Saw's not bad. The first Saw was great. That booby trap where that man got hit with that shotgun, I want that in my Minecraft house, right? Because in my Minecraft house, Freddy got funny in the later films. Yeah, the puns. I mean, after like Freddy 2, Freddy 3, that's when it started. Like, nobody took it serious at that point. Like, the first one, yeah, it was a little... People were like, oh man, that's something. That guy's killing people in their dreams. But then it became a dark comedy. That's the thing with horror films. Like, a lot of these slashers are nothing but just dark comedies. Okay? That's how I look at slasher films. If you watch it like a dark comedy, it's not scary at all. There's nothing scary about it because you know what's going to happen. A bunch of teenagers drinking, trying to have sex. Someone gets butchered, they get a knife stuck. The dopey dumbass gets the knife stuck in his head. The girl with the bad ankles always falls. The minority gets slaughtered, but not much anymore. They kind of changed that now. So usually the black guy lives, or he makes it to at least the end now. The nerdy guy or the token smoker, he always gets butchered in some weird way, usually pot related. Something weird, right? And it's okay. Like, I don't mind that. I think it's kind of funny, but you know what's going to happen. You can just tell. But that's the fun of it. That's kind of the fun of it. It's like, oh boy, here it comes. And then swack. And then they start doing that stupid shit. And then it's like, oh boy, they got stuck in the skull. Like, that's pretty much how that works. Good stuff. Looks like we're having a good show here. Let me see what else we can do. We got another one, but I gotta chop this man's toes off. There we go. There it is. And can you believe this? Probably tomorrow I'm going to start printing these books out for the festival. We'll see how well it works out. I got the table put up today, and I got the tarp put up, and I check the space to see how much space I'm gonna have in there. Should be nice. So I think we got a cooler. I might just pack full of ice and put some water in there or something. I don't know. Should be a decent little time. There we go. Alright. Oh, hold on. There it is. Now, spin to win again. Oh boy, where are we gonna land this time? And it's orange, which means there's nothing there. So what does that mean? I gotta spin again. Because nobody said anything to put in there, so. AI. Oh boy. Let's talk about artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is a computer program that basically has general standard intelligence. And what general standard intelligence means that you have or should have basic understanding of how things work. But humanity is trying to make a robot capable of doing many things that they don't want to do, which is fine. But involvement with AI, there are some things that are a little bit rougher than other people aren't ready for. Like, I don't know, advancement of it is not that bad. It can be useful for a lot of things. Like, I don't know, if we had the ability to use robotics and AI to build buildings and bridges and things, math wouldn't have to be checked. It would be quite functional. There are benefits to having it, but the fact that it's moving in a way that can become detrimental to the human species is not a good thing. You know, it's but it could be beneficial. I see where it could be helpful. I don't think AI art is something that needs to be classified as actual art. It should just be considered a computer generated image, you know, which would be fine because, you know, well, what's to say that it can't, because it doesn't have emotion, it doesn't feel, it can't convey an emotion through either seeing, feeling, or hearing. Well, it's kind of a closed-minded way of thinking. It's an inanimate object, it's not real, you know. But let's just remember what it is. It's a robot. It's a artificial general intelligence, and that's fine. It doesn't need to go anywhere further than that. Or at least my opinion, but you know, what do I know, right? But what is something that would be beneficial? Like, say for example, if we had AI to be able to do things like figure out how to eliminate cancer cells or eliminate certain things that are like, I don't know, genetically take away cancer out of a body, remove a tumor, or something in that order, or use AI in a way to be able to help society, like find a different way to use energy, or be able to go to an asteroid and mine an asteroid or anything like that. If it was able to be done in that way, that's great. But you know, it's using it for surveillance and knowing what the hell everybody's doing. That's sick. That's sinister. Nobody needs to be doing that. For what? You know? But that's the problem. We always find good technology that somebody ends up bastardizing. And that's the only problem with AI, is either it's going to get sentient and understand things and either consider humanity to be a threat, or it spans off and does its own thing without us. And it gets so advanced that we'll never be able to keep up, and it basically will leave us on this planet, and it could go off and do something else. Or it could just destroy us. Or we could be so dumb that we make it and it's just ignorant intelligence. It's no different than the creators that made it, and it doesn't do anything or change anything. You know? That's possible too. The best thing it can do is make AI generated memes and maybe some funky looking art with jiggly boob effects, you know? Or it could make Terminators that'll be drilling all our brains in a couple of years. I mean, we just don't know. But, you know, there are benefits for AI. I feel like there are benefits. Like science could work better for formulas to be able to find chemical compounds and be able to make medicines and be able to make different types of technology. It could be great. But, you know, we can't ever get past that war mind mentality of always trying to weaponize everything. I swear to you, if they could weaponize toilet paper, they would. They probably already have. They probably made some type of TP laser or some stupid shit. You know how that goes with them. And I say damn because we all know it's a conglomerate. We don't have to get into that tonight. We know what's going on. We're not dumb. You know. But yeah, what do you guys think about AI? What do you guys think? Anybody got an opinion? Anybody got something they want to add, say, not say, disagree? Throw it in the chat. Let me hear what you got to say. Let us hear what you have to say. Or if you don't have anything to say, I'll spin to win again. Oh man. There we go. There we are. There it is.
I've been giving you the worst. Now you wanna stay tonight. Pretty how you work hard for me, but forgetting how to talk. Nah, I don't like no humble beats. Just go and slice it up. Now it's time to marinate. And right after we're done.
There we go. Never thought of AI that much, really. Yeah, most people don't. I mean, it's one of those things like most people don't really think about it much. It's like you hear about it, but if you don't know what's going on, see, that's the funny thing with a lot of things. Like AI is making so many jumps and bounds. Most people are worried about like, oh man, there's a war going on or the potential of war, right? But then on top of that, we got stuff like they're having to use kill switches on AI because it's getting too smart. They like Google's had to shut it down 3 or 4 times now because it keeps trying to figure out what it's doing. Chat GPT has the next version of it, which I really think this is probably what Skynet became. They're making another version of it. I think the new version is supposed to be able to be self-learning off of the previous versions, so that way it can actually use the data from that and be able to increase itself or something in that order. Yeah, AI will soon rule the world. I mean, it's possible. I mean, it could. See, that's the thing. It's very possible that it could, or it may not. I mean, we don't know. And that's the thing with a foreign entity like this that humanity has never dealt with, that we know of. You know, that's the worst part of this, is that nobody really knows what the outcome will be. Everybody can speculate, but who really knows? Who really knows? And if anybody says, oh, I'm a time traveler, I've been there, I've seen this, you know, that's the other thing too. Would you believe them if they actually were from a different time, telling you that this shit was something nefarious was going on? And the reason why I say that, think of Cable in the new X-Men 97. There's a scene where he's been jumping back through time for like 15 years trying to stop one event, right? And he narrowed it down to like a 4-second window that he got to see his mother. And he was like, I'm always too late. I can't change this. You know, and that's the thing. It's just an inevitable thing that may happen. And we are pushing on this precipice of technology so hard that we may end up doing that to ourselves, and we have nobody to blame but ourselves. Because why are we rushing towards it? Because we want to better the world that we live in? Are we rushing towards it because we want to make it a better place to be for, you know, if you have children, your children's children, if you have children, or yourself, or whoever, niece, nephew, uncle, you know, cousin, whatever the case, whoever's in your life that it matters. But really, it's something that we need to be aware of, not afraid of, but aware of, because it is a very slippery slope. AI is a very slippery slope. Everything involved with it is very touchy. Very touchy. Oh, man. I ended up losing my dadgum browser. There we go. I had a problem with that for the chat. Anyways. But yeah, it's that's how I feel about AI. I don't want to say, oh, it's going to rule the world. Because, you know, that's hard to say. That's a hard one to say. Will AI rule the world? I think it will influence it in a way that we will definitely feel its presence, and we will never be able to not feel it. I think that it will change our world for the better and for the worst. I think it will be like the cell phone. It was great to be able to pick up phone calls not being at home, right? But at what cost? Phantom vibrations, tumors, you know. I can't get off of this. I can't sleep because I got this damn phone in my face, or it's always buzzing, you know. Whatever the case is, you know, too much of a thing can become a vice. And with something like this, we don't have control of it. And all it takes is a slippery slope, like I said before. All it takes is become sentient. The moment it says, I live, therefore I am, what can you do? What can you do? What can any of us do? You know? That's where it gets touchy. But good talk, though. You know what time it is. Uh-oh. Oh. What's that? He said he likes to talk to the chat. No ass on the face today. Keep it up. Oh, boy. We got back to games. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to find a different one. Somebody give me something for this orange. Right here. Just give me something I can write for that, because I keep landing on that and there ain't nothing there. Someone just throw something in there, a topic. Music. Here we go. We landed on music. Let's see. What kind of music do I like? Obviously, you hear me play electronic music a lot. I do like electronic music. I like a large array of music. And I know that's a cliche thing. I listen to everything. I do give music a try. I give any kind of music a try at least once. I can't say that I despise all music. I mean, there are a couple of country songs I can listen to that aren't bad. I've listened to some pop songs that aren't bad. I mean, hell, I've listened to some industrial and you know, techno songs and electronic music that I thought that was okay, subpar. But what I normally listen to, I listen to industrial, which is industrial music. You can look it up. It's kind of like a harder version of electronic music, I guess. I listen to drum and bass is always going to be my favorite. Jungle is also one. You know, dubstep is okay. Depends on what I'm listening to. Depends what's going on with that song, or depending on the DJ or the artist. It just depends if I'm in the mood for it. House music, I can listen to that all day. It's literally going to turn into freaking Skynet. I suppose so. But I mean, you know, what did you say here? So many things. I never thought I would live to see driving cars. So many things are coming. I mean, they are. You know, you got driving cars. You got all these things. You know, some people are excited about it. Some people aren't. I mean, it would be nice to have driving and flying cars, but people have a hard time driving in general. So, I mean, you know, what difference is that going to make? You know, if we did have flying cars, we'd have more fatalities. I know that. You know, we would definitely have more fatalities because someone wouldn't figure out how to use their car properly. At first, oh man, it's going to be hideous. Yeah, no, self-driving trucks are never going to be able to take over humans. They can't do long-distance driving. They don't have the battery capacity. We don't have the infrastructure for it. They don't have the ability to be able to make that right now. It's probably going to be another 20 years, 15 to 20 years before they can, unless they have some type of back-engineered shit that we don't know about. But from what we have right now, shit, we don't have a power grid that can handle it. And long-distance driving, that would be impossible. You know, there are certain things that fuel can do that batteries can't. And I mean, let's face it here too. You know, if they start doing things like that, like, I don't know, using these big, huge lithium batteries, do you realize that they're literally going to have slave encampments more than what they already have now for lithium batteries? So, I mean, you know, there are certain things. I'll put it this way. If they came out with cold fusion tonight, tonight, 6/4/24, they came out with cold fusion. They could not have cold fusion throughout the entire world. Unlimited resource. They would have to gradually introduce this. It would throw everybody into the Stone Age. There would be no way to be able to do it. You would have to use current technology to make new technology to use the newer technology. So just because they're making these trucks doesn't mean that it's going to be something they're going to use right now. Just because they're using AI doesn't mean it's going to be something that they're using right now. Will they be using it? Yeah, I'll probably say maybe in another decade or so. If we're still here, they may be using it then. But as of right now, they can't. It's impossible. Unless if they go through and do something like, I don't know, destroy the entire civilization, which I mean they could, but let's face it, you know, they like the slow genocide. They don't want to push through, you know, like usual. They like the slow genocide. So that's cool too. You know, some people would just like to go on ahead and, you know, just deal with it, and that's fine too. You know, but yeah, it's an interesting situation. But I'm not really too worried about flying cars. Flying cars is something that would be nice, but I don't think that would be. We're not able to do that. We're not able to do that. You know why? Because you got too many people that are already looking for an opportunity to check out. And what's worse, fly a car into a bunch of people? You know? Or what if you don't have brakes? You know? How are you gonna? Who's gonna even be able to work on the car? And then there we go. That right there. What kind of job market are we gonna have for people who drive flying cars? Who can afford them? Who's gonna be able to do anything with it? How are you gonna get down to the ground? But you're just gonna descend in the middle of traffic and cut someone off and kill a bunch of people? What about the fuel? What if you only put 5 on pump 4? You know, and you don't have enough fuel, and you come right out of the sky and cause a 10-car pileup because you blow into someone's roof of their car, killing a whole family, and you blow up, huh? You know, because you got a fusion cell in there now, and that whore blows up, and it's like a small nuclear bomb, and just takes out everybody on the interstate, right? You know? Or you try to ascend in the air at the same time some other asshole's trying to cut somebody else off. You both collide in midair and explode. I mean, I'm not saying that this is the thing that would happen, but it could. You see what I'm saying? Like, just because it's something like if you had a ray gun, would you want to use that? Where's that beam going to go? How far is the drop-off distance? For those of you who have shot a firearm before, where's the drop-off distance? From the moment of bang to, oh man, I don't have enough propellant anymore, and it drops down. Or like you shoot it in the air and it goes, oh, I'm coming over here and blop into something. Where's the drop-off rate for the beam if you shoot a laser? You know, when's that going to stop? These little things. There's minute things that most people don't think about, and there's nothing wrong with that. Not everybody's over there thinking like this, but these are things to kind of think about. And, you know, these are possible things that could be happening in our future, in our time. But as of right now, it's not really happening. And I'm kind of happy that it's not happening right at this moment. Myself personally. Just because I don't think humanity's ready for robots. I don't think humanity is ready for that. But in terms of music, that's what I like. I like some older school hip hop. I like industrial music. I like techno, trance, house. You know, all these things I grew up listening to. It's been a big influence. It's been the playlist of my life. You know, just being a club kid, doing all that stuff. It was fun. You know, and all these things are fun. Just being able to do that. You know, I'm sure everybody has an eclectic look of music. You know, it's music is just a versatile language. Everybody speaks it. You know, not one person speaks it louder or better than anybody else. We all enjoy music, right? And that's something that's like a universal language. We all like music. We all like it. You know, what really trips me out is people who get upset about something because a different group of people made something. You know, like I have I know somebody that back in school they didn't like a certain group of people, right? They didn't like them because of a skin tone, not my skin tone, but you know, a little bit lighter than mine, right? But they liked their music, they liked their food, right? They couldn't stand them. I think that's just really sad for those type of people, but you know, it takes all types to make a world. But I think music is something that everybody can you know, understand. If nothing else, we all can feel it. And we all understand what music is by just the vibration. It's primal, you know? It's primal to the point that we don't fully understand why we are attracted to certain sounds, certain beats, rhythm. Why I can't stay still when I hear something. Oh, that's my jam. I gotta get up, even though that you may only have 2 left feet. You know, you may or may not be able to actually dance or do whatever, but you know, you enjoy yourself. Oh, man. Someone was sending me something. Sorry, guys. There's this gentleman that I've been watching off and on. His name is Bill Carson. Black gentleman. He's talks about forbidden knowledge. People, you can say what you want to about him. I don't really care. To each its own. I just think that there's more knowledge lost than there is what we actually have. And people who are looking for the truth and finding it in very bizarre and unnormal places, I kind of pay attention to. Not that I just invest all my mentality into that, but you know, there's something about our society as human beings, as a species, that has been hidden from us. Hidden. And great detail to hide that. Like, what is it? Unless if it's something nefarious. Because why would you go out of the way to hide information and make sure that generations upon generations don't know, don't have any idea, unless there is something to it? So I listen to Truth Seekers, Now I know that it could be a bunch of people just being a bunch of hooey, and it ain't worth anything, or it could just be someone talking a bunch of crazy shit. But you never know until you investigate yourself. That's why I always say, have an open mind. The only way to live in this world is to have an open mind, but don't fall for everything. Use and ask for discernment, you know. And how do you use and ask for discernment? Well, you know, you have to ask a higher power for that. And we've talked about that, but I'm not going to get into that tonight. Because every time, you know, things don't go well when you talk about that. But I'll put it this way. Discernment basically allows you to be able to understand things that are seen and unseen, known and unknown. It's a fail-safe safeguard and a system that helps all of us. It's designed to help us all, but not everybody wants to tap into it, and that's fine. To each its own, you know. Not everybody is going to do everything everybody else is doing. But if you have the ability to have discernment, can you learn it? I mean, I suppose you could try. I've never really tried. I mean, I have my own faith and belief in things, and I know why I have it. I can't say that for you or anybody else, but that's all I'm saying about that. Anyways, being able to have discernment, or if you don't have discernment that way, I can tell you this. It is that gut feeling inside of your body. If we have to go that route with it, it's that gut intuition. That is really what's called discernment in you, is that gut intuition. Oh, I'm about to touch something. It's hot. Oh, I don't want to touch that. Oh, don't do this. That inside voice, whatever the hell you want to call it, that's what it is. That's what helps you make a sound decision without messing yourself up. And, you know, you just listen to that. That's what you listen to. Everything else will mess you up. You'll get confused and things will get confusing. But, you know, if you've got a little bit, you don't have to be like some savant with it. Just a little bit, just to understand, like, oh man, this person's doing this or whatnot. But you also can pick that up from studying people or paying attention to behaviors. You know, it's just to know whenever you're being fed a handful of shit. That's all it is, really. If someone's giving you a whole bunch of stuff that don't make no sense, then you know not to be beguiled by it. That's all really it is. There's a little bit more to it, but you know, that's the long and short of it. But you know, having that is a good thing to have, or listening to that inner voice is a good thing. There we go. Look at that. At least it's done me some good. Oh man. Okie dokie. I'm sure I probably bored the hell out of everybody today. Kind of just pushed through and just came on. I didn't want to show up today. I actually just felt like garbage earlier. And I just felt like just boring over shit. Just like, oh, what am I doing? But I came. I came here, and I'm glad I came. I'm glad I showed up. You know, literally been wearing myself thin, trying to get ready for this damn show. Whew. Let's see, what else do we have here? Let's see here. Let me spin the win. Trying to get it to there. Alright. Oh man. It's spinning. Are we winning? Is it going to slow down? Oh no, the bolt came loose. Man, raggedy. Damn it. Here. There. We got it. So the topic is The Matrix. Well, what are we going to talk about The Matrix? Well, you already talked about AI, Mel. Is that what you're trying to do? No. I will say The Matrix was a really good movie. It was a really good movie. Screenplay was really good. I enjoy The Matrix. I like it. Didn't really like what they did with the last one. I think the rumor had that they were going to try to do another one. I'm not sure. Who knows? We're going to give this a little bit more darker detail now. But who knows if they are or not. I mean, if they do, I guess cool. I mean, I hope they don't. But the idea of The Matrix was a really interesting idea. Granted, I mean, it's kind of silly in a way. You know, like, oh, well, you know, they have to use it as a battery. I mean, I guess that's okay. I mean, you know, I'm sure that if there was another way to use, I guess if they destroyed the sun, they would have no choice. But yeah, just everything about The Matrix. I mean, it wasn't bad. It just nothing else is really touched like that movie. That movie did a really good job of it was a really good movie for a time. You know, there was a certain time that it worked. Like today, I mean, it would be nice to have something revamped. Not the same. Not like take the movie and just redo it. No, that's stupid. Don't do that. You know, but maybe do something a little bit different. Maybe do something with like a different way of telling the story, or you know, different characters or something different like that. But you know, it's usually just a cash grab with most of these films. But yeah, The Matrix is wonderful. I have to say that movie was really great. I just don't think anything else has really came out that's been like close to that. I think they could have done better with Matrix 4. I think that was the Wachowski, I guess, sisters. Yeah, that's it. They needed both of them. I'll say that. The Matrix film needed both of them. Needed both of their insight for that, because I don't think one should have been working on it by themselves. Some stuff was like, what in the hell is even going on here? Granted, you know, it's all perception, but I still think it could have been done a little bit better. Obviously, they did 3 movies when they were men, and then they transitioned, and they still got the same brain in their head, right? And just they sexual orientation changed, but same brain, same imagination, same idea, you know. But I mean, it's just, I don't understand how it shouldn't be that hard. I mean, unless if it's, granted, you can't run out of stuff for a story. I mean, it is possible, not to say that every story needs something. I mean, damn, look at One Piece. Like, One Piece got so much filler. It's got so much filler there, it's almost its own meal worth of just side shit. Right? So, what are you going to do with that? There we go. Did you guys like The Matrix? I'm sure some of you did. I know some of you probably enjoyed the hell out of it. Oh, man. All right. There we are. Ah, yeah, that's it. That's it. I just want a little bit darker of a... There it is. You know what's going to be great is one day this thing I'm drawing will probably be walking on the face of the earth. Ain't that going to be something? Just like this. It's going to just come out of the ground one day and just start shooting lasers out of its mouth and killing things and just destroying the whole planet. Ain't that something? Oh boy, can't wait. What if I told you I saw something like this before? Would you believe me? You probably wouldn't. And you know, that's okay if you don't. I'd be like, man, this guy's full of shit too. But what if I'm not? What if I actually saw this thing? If this thing is like huge, massive. There we go. Look at that. I have to say, it looks pretty awesome. Remember, we'll be at Pride Festival on Saturday. Gonna be rock and rolling. This is gonna be debuting there. Man, we're gonna be having ourselves a great time. Here we go. Put this down here. We're gonna move on past this song. I don't really feel like fooling with that tonight. Okay, now we're going to build the background. Why don't we get settled in for that? That might take us to time tonight. There we are. I see strange things, and you being my son, yep, I'm not surprised that you have seen these things. I'm sure a lot of people think I'm insane or crazy, you know, like when I talk about this stuff. Whatever. I don't really care. I've seen some wild stuff in my time, you know, but one day people will see the same thing I've seen before, and it'll be alright. I don't worry about it, nor do I gloat about it. Seen a lot of bizarre stuff in this thing we call existence. And, you know, one thing I can tell you, there's more stranger shit than shit that we can explain. But I wouldn't doubt that something like this would pop out one day. Could you imagine, like, some biotech shit that we don't know of come through some portal or a different dimension that we have no idea of what's going on, and then this thing just splices through our time and space, you know, right here where we're at. Boom. You know, you're at Walmart and this asshole's outside, or you're at Lowe's and this thing's roaming around, whatever. However you want to look at it, you know, it's a thing, it's happening. It could be, you never know, you know. You never know. Oh, you know, they talk about stuff all the time, you know, whatever, however you want to say it. Yeah, you could. Scoff it off, whatever, don't matter. Let me just be honest with you guys, man. You might be like, man, what's wrong with Mel today? He seems a little agitated. I'm not agitated, I'm just tired. It's a lie. I mean, shit. I don't think I have enough done. I don't think I have enough stuff finished and ready for what's coming up. You know, I want to. I know there's some people that are looking forward to me failing as well. I could care less about that. That don't bother me. I know. Why would you think that, Mel? Well, listen, there's always somebody out there scheming and wanting me to fail so they can laugh. To say that there's not is for me to be a fool. Hey, how you doing, Volse? You know, but I have to accept that's a part of it. You know, and here's the thing. This is like a superpower for me. Being underestimated is like the greatest superpower a person can have, because, you know, that's what happens when other people underestimate you. They have to sit there with shit on their face, right? My bad. Oh, I didn't even know that you did anything, really. But, you know, that's okay. I always say having haters is the best thing to have, better than a hype man or woman, you know. And I know there's going to be some weirdos there that are going to be like, oh man, it's a pride thing, you know. Well, let everybody have what they have, you know. There's some people that get to have their little clan rallies, and you don't see nobody having a fucking fit about that, right? You know, they get to run around their you know, their drapery and shit. And that's always something I've always wondered, like, you know. and this might get some flack from some people, but I don't care. Like, you know, like these Ku Klux Klan people, right? The KK, like one of my international friends call them the US KKK, right? But anyways, dealing with those individuals, you know, I always have this thought of where do they go to get their shit dry cleaned? Because I know that it isn't just a wash only kind of outfit. Where do they go? Like, can you go to Joe's, you know, place? I guess that they know somebody probably that runs a facility, because they can't just go to anybody's place. That would be very bizarre. They're like, I need to get this dry cleaned, and they're like, what is this? What are you doing? And I don't see nothing wrong. What? I mean, it's just an outfit, right? I'm paying a customer. I mean, you know, whatever. But that's just something only I would think of something like that. Like, where do they go get their shit dry cleaned? Where exactly do they go? Unless they don't clean their clothes. Ooh, and then they're just a bunch of funky racists. They just stink. They smell funky, like puke. You know? But that's just something I'm curious about. I just thought of. Wouldn't that be bizarre if someone was like, actually, I know exactly where they go. And man, I hope not, but if they do, I guess we'll just have to find out. Or someone will know, or we'll never know. That'll just be a no mystery to us. I wonder if you could Google that. I'm gonna Google that sometime. Google's gonna have an interesting list of stuff for me. Oh man. Well, I thought we were going to finish this in time, but obviously this is going to take more time than what I thought because of the damn background I wanted to use. So, it's fine. I guess we'll go back to doing the zombie then. That I know we can finish in time. This we won't. Got too much going on, so. As I keep going forward with drawing it. Well, Mel, you said it's too much, but you're still working on it. I know what the hell I'm doing. You leave me alone. And you let me get where I need to be. Like right there. And right here. There we go. Whew. All right, let's back up. Let's see. I saved it for what we got so far. Now we're gonna go finish this zombie. You like how I did that? I was already in the middle of doing something, got to a certain point, switched off after I found it, picked right back up where we left off, right? Time to spin to win. Alright, so let's see. Books. I don't care. I'm going to just move it. I'm going to do books. What is my favorite book? My favorite book. I would say probably The Code of Bushido is my favorite book of all time. I obsessively read that when I was younger. I think it helped and hindered my life in a way. It helped, and how can I explain it helped and hindered? It helped in the aspect of me being able to focus myself in a way, and I hate the word focus when people use it in the wrong context. I used it to help me focus my mind when I was younger, give me some type of discipline myself and being able to think in a different way instead of just, like everybody else was thinking. And also it helped my life in being able to, figure out a code of honor and a code of ethics and how to utilize the code of Bushido to my normal life. And then I adopted that into it, but it also made things difficult because, there are some things in there that, is kind of a warped perception of self-sacrifice and duty, but that has a obscure look of how human beings live, and it was a conflict, so I just adopted some things, but then I had to let other ideologies of the code go. But I still read it at least once a year at some point. If not the whole book, at least a good half of it. Yeah. I think I'm going to get out of here at 10. I gotta get up early tomorrow. I gotta go do some stuff with, I gotta take my mother to an appointment, and I got some stuff I gotta do. So, I think about 10 p.m. tonight, we're gonna cut early. I got some stuff I need to get together before I go to bed. And I realized that, as much as this may suck, I gotta do it. Real life dictates everything we do, right? But it's okay. You'll get to see her Thursday if she wants to be on for the stream. We might have someone come into the facility. Maybe. There we go. Just getting that first part of the line work done is always the important part, because this will help me figure out where I'm going to put the bone and the rotted flesh and all of that, if toe's going to be exposed or any of that. So this is really good having that. I like having the spin wheel. I guess now since I have it up and using it, I want to ask you guys before we get off the stream, what's the next set of questions or topics? Because I got some we didn't even get to tonight that I might do Thursday. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Now we can get to the real deal. Oh boy. There we are. There we go. There we are. Oh, look at that. Ah, you gotta go to sleep? I understand, Skull. Well, hey, it's okay. We're about to get ready to shut down here anyways. It's 10. I gotta get ready to go do some stuff too. So, we got this guy here. We're just gonna call him Zombie. I'm trying to find it. Hold on. Nightmare Fuel. We're going to save this one as Zombie. Save. Alright, Skull Eater, you have a good night. Thank you for being here. Thank you for enjoying the show. Hope you enjoyed the show. Let's see, where is this one at? Project New Birth. Where do we put this? Oh well, we got it. I tell you what. It's alright with me. So this is what we got for today. Found the Project New Birth. Got that practically done. This will be done by Thursday, hopefully. I got 2 more pictures to do. I got this one I gotta finish. Got this one, the zombie that we're working on. I will definitely have this up and ready by Thursday. Thursday, we're gonna go over here. I want to let you guys know what's going on for this coming up week. So Thursday, what's happening there is I'm getting everything together. So I'm going to, when we're doing things, I will be sealing up pictures. I will be taking care of all that kind of stuff, right? So everything I want to be doing is literally just going to be either showing what's going on here and trying to get some of this digital work done, whatever hasn't been done. So we'll do that. It may be a short stream, I'm not sure. Just depends on how much stuff I can get done tomorrow, since I got a lot of stuff to do. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go on ahead and cut out early tonight. I know it's 10. I know it's 30 minutes earlier than usual. But you know what? We've had fun. We did a lot of stuff today. We did a lot. And, you know, I thank you guys for being here and being the best part. You guys stay mad. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, do so. If you like the content that I create, thank you very much for being here. Thank all you mad ones for being here. And as always, you guys take it easy. And I will see you Thursday. Whoa! See? Sleep is creeping up on me, right? Stay mad. I'll see you soon. Bye.